Hey, Hot Garbage Squad. Hope you guys are enjoying the balance patch. Today, we are going to talk about something very controversial in Season 13 RTA. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, or for those who do, let me, in the comments below, let me know what you thought of it. How to play essentially disconnected in the middle of the match, and the match tides turned, and he eventually ended up winning. And I think the disconnect was probably about 1 hour, and there's a lot of speculations of what happened, and honestly I don't know, and there's no definitive proof that I have, and this is what I'm speaking of based off the community. I thought that even though it's been some time since this is passed, we should really talk about this because Com2uS is pushing this as an esports with like prize pools, the events, and everything like that, and there has been outside of this match, there has been other factors outside of the paywall to be competitive that's affecting it being in esports. My first point isn't going to be the match. I'll be a little bit later, which is the most controversial part. First part, let's talk about numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 rank. You will see right now how to play is 2501, rank 4 he ended. However, if you guys paid attention to the latter 3-4 days before it ended, you would have noticed how to play had a significant lead over number 4 and number 2, which I believe was True Whale at that point. And number 1 faces number 4 in the tournament, and number 2 faces number 3. So there's no selection that number 1 can have. It's just 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. So I think how to play tanked his points in order to face this Korean guy to get a good matchup to pass the I guess quarterfinals, yeah. And then I don't agree with that because it's not rewarding the number 1 player. I don't know this Korean guy's name. I forget what it was, but he should have the selection of his choice between True Whale, Dog Guy, and How to Play because he actually ended number 1. He tried hard all season and he got number 1. I think that should be like a potential solution. I don't know if it is the solution, but it stops How to Play, for example, from tanking from number 1 to number 4 to get an easy matchup that he thinks is an easy matchup, which he eventually did win. So that is my first problem. As an esports, people are beating your system to get favorable matchups to enter the finals, which I mean obviously happens in real life too, but at least you can actually mitigate it in this game a lot easier. Anyways, let's move on to the real problem. Before you guys say, Foxy, you're being biased. First of all, you have noticed How to Play is Canadian. I'm Canadian. So, if I were biased, I'd be like, yeah, How to Play deserved that W. But honestly, no. Because as a viewer, and for most people watching, you really don't have a favorite because you're either from, because there's only Canada and USA here, and you guys are probably from Europe, you're probably from Asia, and you're just looking for good matches, which is a lot of the case for a lot of esports because your favorite team more often than not does not make it to the end. So people just want good matches. And is disconnecting for 1 hour plus good matches? I don't think so. So here is competitive integrity that I want to talk about. You will see right now that True Whale is up 1-0. Fran puts up a full immunity on his team, and then the Tian Lang misses every strip and stun. This puts True Whale in a really good position. I'm not going to show you the whole clip from this match because I only want to show you what leads up to the pause and the very questionable moment in this whole series. So you will see True Whale is hammering on the Nephthys and he's in a really good position. And all of a sudden, we see a pause. This pause ended up being 40 to 50 minutes, give or take. Hello, Summoners! Does this ring a bell? Yeah, if you watch the broadcast, this is what we saw for 1 hour straight during that intermission. Okay, it wasn't 1 hour, but you guys get the point. It was a long intermission with the casters trying to fill in between because they had no idea what happened as well. Wait a minute, I see myself. Look at this. So after the disconnect, they decided to just remake the match. I don't know how they decided on that. They decided to remake the match, same pick and ban. However, they didn't count for same RNG. The first match, How to Play, very unlucky. And then second match, polar opposite. So during that 1 hour downtime, there has been a lot of thoughts, a lot of theories of what actually went on during that downtime. Is come to us rigging it? Is how to play changing his runes, which I don't think is possible, but I can confirm because I haven't been in the Legend tournament. And as you know, the RTA shuts down, so you can't go into RTA and go to the user interface for regular players. For a Legend player, I'm not sure. If it's possible, then maybe this theory has more credibility to it. However, I think what is more likely is how to play changed pilots. When people refer to pilots in RTA, it's the owner of the account, but they give it to someone else to play. So how to play, you would have noticed he was down 1. And it looked like a pretty bad position after his Tian Lang missed everything and his Nephthys had nothing to do there. So I'm saying maybe it is a possibility that how to play disconnected in order to switch pilots, so a more experienced RTA player who is better at using his account can take it home 3 wins in a row because he was down 1. I have no credibility to this theory. I've just speaking my mind based off some of the conversations I've had and some of the conversations I've heard. So I will never know the true story behind it. So outside of that disconnect, what could have come to us done better? Well, first of all, for regular viewers like us, we don't know the exact rules of the Legend Tour. We just know it's pick ban, SWC mode, alternating first pick ban, whatever. So we don't know what happens. Like, this is the gray area. We don't know what happens when someone disconnects. So what if after True Whale got stripped and stunned by that Tian Lang and he also disconnected? What would you have done there? I am not sure. Would they have restarted the game, or would they have let how to play it out because he was such a dominating opening and he would have won it, for example? I don't know. This is the gray area, and this is what I mean by competitive integrity. What's stopping True Whale from also disconnecting to get a remake because his RNG was super unfavorable in the second match here? I'm only talking about this match with the clip I showed you because I think this was the most controversial thing. And to put in perspective, I'm not going to put in the clips here. He also had some connection issues for the next few battles, or the next battle. I forget which battle it was, but he did have connection issues as I skimmed through the VOD. I know this because when they disconnected the first time, I just ended up going to sleep because the intermission was too long. And who can't play on data and connect back instantly? In RTA, if you guys even played, or if you're farming and you have Wi-Fi lag, you can easily just turn off your Wi-Fi, go back to LTE, start farming. I know that in League of Legends, back in the infant days, Tournament Realm existed. However, they couldn't save the exact point before a bug or a glitch that was really game-changing happened, and they had to restart from fresh. So this is not a foreign thing. It has happened before. And it surprises me because Come To Us is a Korean company, and Korean esports is so ahead of the curve. So if they really wanted this game to be in esports, wouldn't they have a feature where there's like a save point, or they can save the data? Because they're obviously playing this tournament style outside of regular RTA. So maybe they didn't account for it, or maybe they just don't have the capability to do it. However, based off League of Legends, I think this is a very possible solution to help competitive integrity, and I'm not even sure what to do about this DC stuff. I'm not sure if Comtois has a DC rule for like their LAN SWC, but if they do, they obviously need to apply it and adapt it to the online qualifiers in 2020, but also for the SWC tournament modes for regular RTA. So should how to play have been disqualified for that one battle? Maybe, but 100% yes if there was precedent and if there was a rule book somewhere that we don't have access to say so, and therefore puts Truewill up 2-0. However, I'm not the referee, I don't know anything, but in the comments below, let me know what you thought about these matches and about this whole situation. See you guys in the next video.